What's up guys, the 8th episode of Creating Chelsea, and to start this episode we've made some signings, and it is of course for the trading, and we've tried to do the mass bidding technique on Zarate, and hopefully it works because we picked him up for 850 and his current buy now is about 1,100, and of course me listing a load on the market, hopefully they get sold and we can make about 200 coins per player. So a nice trading technique. Of course it won't always work because as players' prices go down and hence more people clock on to the same trading technique, it just doesn't seem to work as effectively. So of course we'll have to change players here and there. So we come against a really strong 5 at the back Bundesliga side, and I was kind of worrying in this game because we haven't exactly got the strongest team in the world. Some of the players are still a little bit too poor to be playing in the game, but we're going to have to deal with it of course and head into this game. And we do get an early start there in the 15th minute of the match. Didier Drogba finesse it into the back, and a nice bit of play from Oscar, just holding it up and looking for the runs of course. And then just before half time, the worst time to concede a goal, John Terry with his 40 pace couldn't quite keep up with Blaszczykowski, and a really nice little step inside from Ramos there to put him into a bit of space to head it into the back of net. Kurt Zouma kind of played him onside and maybe could have stopped that goal, and then this goal here was kind of lucky. Kurt Zouma kind of won it back, but then Ramos just runs on through with his pace again, paces back Terry, and he finesses it in the near post. Maybe Schwartz should have done a little bit better at his near post, but goalkeepers in general on this game aren't the best really. So we head into the 70th minute of the match, 8 minutes later, and again Gundogan chip through ball for Ramos, and Ramos just chips Schwartz and makes it 3-0, and of course gets his hat-trick in this game. Really overpowered Bundesliga striker. I'm surprised he's only 2k for seeing he's the fastest and pretty much best Bundesliga striker apart from Lewandowski of course. So we head into the 80th minute of the match and we do get a consolation goal here. Didier Drogba getting a nice finesse shot across the keeper to make it 3-2 in the game, but it was a little bit too late, and of course the game does end 3-2 in the end. And against a 5 at the back Bundesliga sweat team, it's not too bad, and of course we are only 1 point away from the title, so hopefully in our next game we can get that point. And we do get of course 500 coins, so we're going to pick up another couple of Zarates because we have sold one for 1,100, and of course we're going to try and pick up another 2 for 850 coins. And yeah, hopefully this technique works for a while. It's quite an easy one to do, and you make a nice bit of profit on the side. Of course playing games as well does help a lot. So we're going to have to play a fitness game because a few of my players are a bit low on fitness, and of course when you are in the high divisions you can't be playing with these weaker players that are bronze at the moment. Of course when we do get some like backup players like the likes of Fabregas, Schürrle, Remy, and a few more defenders or something, I'll be definitely playing just with the Chelsea team. But for the time being we're going to play a fitness game, and of course you do get a few thousand coins as well. That's really handy for the series. So we're just deciding which one to go into, and eventually we do go into it, and it is against Luton Town. It ends 11-0. It's not really that much of a difficult game. I think it's on amateur or something, and of course we do get a few 100 coins, and that's always nice of course, and it means our players are nice and fresh for the next game. So we win those 2 Zarates, we sell a 2 Zarates. It's really working quite efficiently, this technique, and yeah, it's making me quite a bit of coin. So our players are back up to full fitness for the next game, and we're just looking for a player that we can put on the bench because of course we did sell the Kelly Roos there because I didn't really see much point in just keeping him in the team and just not really using him. So yeah, we head into another game. Hopefully we can get a point in this game and get the title, because of course getting the title will be really handy. But we come against a really strong BPL side, Remy, Sturridge, Schürrle, Willian, a really strong looking team, and of course he does make it 1-0 here in the 30th minute of the match. Oscar over the top ball for Sturridge, run to and goes through on goal, and not much Schwartz could really do about that. That was a really well hit shot from Sturridge. Of course he is about 50,000 coins at the moment, so a really expensive player, and of course really good in real life. And then in the second half of the game he does get a player sent off, a second yellow card for Remy. I'm not too sure if it was really a yellow card. It was kind of just Kurt Zouma just charges his way into Remy, but I wasn't too bothered because of course playing against 10 men we'll have a bit more space on the ball and a bit more time of course, and hopefully we can turn this game around and get all 3 points. But unfortunately pretty much straight from that red card goes down the left hand side where Schürrle crosses it into the box, and Mr. Sturridge is there, just absolutely nobody marking him, and he makes it a free header into the back of the net to make it 2-0 in the game. But with 20 minutes left of the game against 10 men, I've still had confidence to get back into it and get the 3 points, and that is what we do here in the 75th minute of the match. Salah running down the right hand side of the pitch, really good pace, really good budget play to pick up because bags of pace and 4-star skills and 86 dribbling of course, and we do put it into the back of the net there to make it 2-1, get us back into it there. Really nice goal for him, and then we do get his second goal here 3 minutes later. Matic picking the ball, passing it to Mikel, looking for Drogba, and Kurt Zouma just doing a nice 1-2 to Willian, and then Willian cuts inside, hits it into the back of the net, kind of getting lucky, it deflects off his player and bounces into the top left hand corner. And then straight after that goal, we get a third goal to get us back into it and get all 3 points. John Obi Bukel with a really good crunching challenge on, I think it was William, and then Oscar goes around David Luiz and then kind of gets lucky with that shot, because that was the most powerful shot I've ever seen on FIFA, and it gets us all 3 points, and of course that gets us the title. So 5,000 coins is a really nice thing to get. Of course we do get it with the hat-trick bonus. I am tempted to remove that from the series because it tends to be quite overpowered at the moment, because we tend to get like 2, maybe 3 hat-tricks in an episode. So yeah, maybe in the 10th episode we'll stop that, just to really make it a little bit more difficult on ourselves and a bit more realistic. So we're going to make a signing in. It is of course Gary Cahill, the absolutely fantastic centre-back. 74 pace, 84 defending and 75 physical. I'd say he's the best centre-back in this entire series. John Terry just does not have the pace for the job, but of course we are going to have to use him. Maybe Kurt Zoom will come back into the frame, of course, if pace is an important factor. So we're going to make a couple of more signings, and of course it is for the trading. It is Zarate. We did sell one, and we're going to pick up a couple for 850 coins and sell them on for 1,100. So it's nice that that technique's working well, and of course it did work us towards that signing. Of course, getting the title as well, that did help us, and it's nice how a bit of everything gets you towards these really nice signings. So we're changing the kit number to the number 24, and now we do have a full gold Chelsea team, so that is really cool. By episode 8, I'd say that's a pretty good goal, and yeah, we should be able to build this team very nicely from here and make it really solid. So we come against a really strong BBVA side. He has got Mascherano at the back, who is only 5'9". He has got good work rates, but in the A isn't exactly too well. So I was kind of getting quite hopeful for this game, but at the same time, Negredo and Benzema up front, very good strike force, and he does of course score there just before the 50th minute mark, just after half time. And then here in the 66th minute of the match, we do pass it to Drogba here, passes out wide to Salah, Salah with the chip through ball, and then Drogba walks past his centre back and finesses into the back of the net to get us back into it and make it 1-1 in the game. And then in the dying moments of the game, we do get a second goal in the game to pretty much get us all 3 points. It was a nice bit of counter-attacking play. I know he had his players back, but it was kind of unlucky from him because he just passed it straight back to me. Drogba looking for the runs out wide of Salah, of course with his fantastic pace, gets himself a good position, cuts inside and finesses it into the top left-hand corner, and of course we get the 3 points. So we're doing quite well in Division 6, I believe that's where we are at the moment. I'm not too sure because of course I am recording ahead of this, so I always forget what I'm doing. So Swarsha did actually save like 10 shots in that game, so he had a really solid match, and we did have to send him one of them bronze players. That's kind of handy, like 200 coins is better than nothing of course, and it means we can do a bit more trading. We have picked up a couple more Zarates. We're going to pick up another couple of Zarates. I was just checking his price as well, seeing if he was dropping, because depending on what time you sell a player, he will drop. So hopefully we can sell him on and make a few more coins. So we're going to have to pick up another Schwarzer because that one did run out of contracts, and it is cheaper just to pick up a new one for 50 coins more. So we're going to head into another game, and we did come against a really strong opponent in this next game. I think he had a really solid defense. Let me just have a quick look here. Yeah, he did have Chirichez, Mangala and Anua, all of them over 80 pace. I think Mangala's got the lowest with 76, so that's pretty darn insane. So we head into the game, and it is in the rain. I don't really like playing in the rain, but we do make it 1-0 here in the 39th minute of the match. Drogba with his left foot. He can score with either foot. He is really good on this game. Not exactly the fastest or best at dribbling, but for a brutal finisher on this game, he'll do the job and put the ball in the back of the net. And then we do get a second goal here. Salah capitalising on the parry from Tim Howard, and of course really nice shot from Drogba gets us into the game to make it 2-0. And then he does get a goal to get himself back into it in the 84th minute of the match. A nice 1-2 with Lukaku and his other striker, and then kind of get unlucky. Maybe Cahill could have cleared it off the line, but nevertheless we got all 3 points in the end, leaving us on 6 points in Division 6. So yeah, so far we're doing pretty well. We're coming against some pretty strong teams, and with of course our full gold team, it's making it a lot easier for me to get the wins in these games, because with the really good players, of course, we're going to get a lot better results, and with those good results we're going to be able to get the title and get more signings. So unfortunately we're going to have to play a fitness game. It's kind of helpful because of course it gives me a chance just to get a win under the belt and get a few coins, and yeah, just generally it's a lot easier because it keeps the team nice and fresh. But in the future, of course, we will be just using the Chelsea team and of course using the backup. So we head into the next game, and we come against a 3-5-2 Lukepingu team. It is actually the last game of the episode, so hopefully we can end off with a good win and maybe get 9 points on the board. But unfortunately we do concede a goal here. Maybe I could have done a bit better defensively, kind of just let Negredo walk into the box and put it into the back of net with his really clinical finishing, puts it into the top right and makes it 1-0 in the game. And then unfortunately here in the 47th minute, just after half time, a nice 1-2 with Rodrigo and Negredo. Makes it 2-0 in the game, just over the top, goes around the keeper and puts it into the back of the net. Really easy to score them goals, just going to the left of the keeper and then working it into the back of the net is so easy to score. And then unfortunately he does get a third in the game a few minutes later. I think it is in the 90th minute of the match, from a corner. Of course I was on all-out attack trying to get a couple of goals, and eventually he just walks it into the back of the net. Maybe he should have shot it a bit earlier, but yeah, eventually he just put it in to make it 3-0. So not exactly the best way to end off this episode, but we did a lot of good trading with that Zarate mass bidding technique, making about 200 coins per trade, of course, and of course making the signing Gary Cahill is going to be a lot better defensively this team. So if you did enjoy this episode, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.